The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network. What up, everybody? This is Relatable Radio, where it is always ladies' night. My name is Jackie, and I have here with me Amie.
Hello.
And a very special guest named Jamie.
Hello.
And Mr. Taylor, as always.
Hi.
And just real quick, you can find us and a boatload of other shows on mbnnetwork.com. It's easier than ever. So click the link, find your show, pick your platform, and have at it. Just go crazy. You know, why limit yourself to one show? You just never know what you're gonna like. There's probably guys out there that don't want to listen to us because we're women.
Probably.
And
that's okay,
maybe
because I don't want to listen to might be sports. So it's totally fair.
I know quite a few guys, though, that love this show.
They do.
They really love this show.
So I'm just saying.
It's like a little insight into the
oh, it's great. It's
female
great.
brain.
Yeah.
Right?
It's fun because you guys make it fun. You know what I mean? It's not like this, like...
Right. We don't talk about like vaginas and weird things all the time. We do sometimes, but it's not like every show where we talk about like lady complications and because I mean we probably could.
Plus, you guys give Grey's Anatomy cliff notes for guys.
Yeah.
So Allison is not here tonight.
Yes. Sorry, Allison, I fucked that up.
Her whole family is very, very ill with multiple things, and she couldn't make it.
That sucks.
Yeah. Her husband's got pneumonia. Her son has had a stomach, like he was already hospitalized earlier for dehydration and like probably going to have to go back again. So hoping and praying everything goes well for her and then everybody in her family gets well.
Yeah.
Soon.
She was sending us text. I think she's about to lose her mind.
Yes.
So I was like, but let us know what you need. But in all fairness, we started to drink because... We were supposed to be celebrating Amy's birthday.
No, we are still celebrating my birthday.
Right. But I'm saying like it was supposed to be like a relatable radio birthday bash. We're gonna drink and eat cake and you know live our best lives. And Allison ruined it by letting our family get sick.
Danny ruined it.
Yeah. You know what? Shame on you, Danny. Get it together. No, in all fairness, like please get better, because that shit sucks. But as usual, what did everyone do this weekend?
Well, before we start, I want to take a minute to kind of introduce Jamie, and like she can like say a little bit about her deal, who she is, where she comes from, why she's randomly ended up on this show.
Because I'm friends with Amie.
Yes.
Well, thank God. It's really hard. It's really hard to find somebody last minute. No, I'm saying because, like, I mean, we were like texting me like, "Hey, maybe this person, maybe like people who had already been on the show." Like, okay, they know the format. Maybe they can come.
We found out Danny had pneumonia an hour ago.
Wow,
about an hour ago. Yeah.
And I was like, "Wait, who can I call?" I have a limited circle of friends already. Let's be honest. And I'm like, who would not be doing anything? And I was like, "Oh, Jamie." Definitely.
Oh, thanks. What does that say about me?
It says that you have two small children at home, right?
True.
And have the same life that I do.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Except I'm living in bathroom construction right now.
Yeah. Which it'll be great once it's done.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it taking? We
are on week 4.
Ooh.
Now, in our defense, we're doing some of it ourselves.
And it's like a full, they moved a wall, like
complete rip out. Yeah.
You have to send some before and after pics.
Oh, I certainly will. Yeah, the before was like 1960s, baby blue, baby pink. It was awful.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
We've all seen that bathroom.
Does Nathan still have that in his bathroom?
I don't know. I think they might have redid theirs too.
I'm trying to remember because he was like, do I redo the kitchen first or the bathroom first? And I think he did the bathroom.
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
It's a good choice.
I was like, this is really cliche, like that blue or pink tile where you're like,
Yeah.
But his kitchen was outdated too. Like the shelves weren't very deep. So you felt like you couldn't even put a plate in there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, for me, kitchen. I could live with the bathroom like this for a little while, but
what
I need
threw
a
us
functioning
over
kitchen.
the edge was my 4-year-old was picking the tiles up off the floor and making a pile. So we were like, we're done.
We need to fix this.
So Jamie and I work together.
Yeah.
Have for 10. I think we're at 10 years. Yeah. We have kids exactly the same ages.
Exactly.
Had both of our pregnancies together.
I'm sure your work loved that, by the way.
Luckily, we were in different departments. So
it wasn't too big, but
no, it wasn't. She got pregnant and I would just get pregnant right after she did. I just jumped on the bandwagon both times.
It's okay. We didn't plan it or anything.
I mean, the pregnancies, yes, just not the time.
Not the timing.
Not together.
No. Like, hey, let's have kids at the
it's
same
like a
time.
pregnancy pact.
It has turned out really
what
well,
are you, 15?
though.
Right? Was that the Lifetime movie? The pregnancy pact. That wasn't based on a true story?
No, it was.
It was.
Yeah. Dumb
Texas?
Girls.
Texas,
probably.
I think.
Yeah, like 6 high schoolers in Texas.
Yeah.
Dumb
Sick.
girls. Girls are so dumb.
So, like, set the stage now because it's your birthday today. When people listen.
Yeah, when you're listening.
It
totally is.
We have a thing here, the time-space continuum. In this time-space continuum, it's Saturday.
I know.
Right?
We're so confused. I don't know what day of the week it is because honestly, it feels like a Sunday to me, but I'll explain that in a minute.
I was totally trying to like smooth that over and it failed. But anyway, it's your birthday.
It is.
When people are listening. So happy birthday. For the first time, we're drinking. You guys are drinking on the show.
Yeah, we're usually like drinking? Sunday mornings. I have I spelled it hard. That was really full. Damn it.
Off to a great start.
Right on my phone, too. Jesus. I forgot I preemptively opened one, and that I just tipped the one that was open. Anyway, it's a hard seltzer, which they're like my favorite.
Can I try one?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've got like 4 different
cherry
flavors.
One? I see you have a black cherry. That's probably my favorite.
The one I just spilled all over my phone was the black cherry.
How long have you been pre-gaming?
This is all. I've had one. Okay, I swear it was. I'm klutzy. It would have happened no matter if I had anything to drink or not.
Never had a hard seltzer before.
So when I first tried them, I was like, oh, this is like. I was used to like really sugary drinks, and I was like, oh, this is kind of gross.
Okay. I guess.
And
not bad.
But I get it's no
craft beer,
now.
but come on.
They're like 100 calories each.
Actually, no, it's nice and light.
They're great for the summertime.
And maybe it's this company because I've had other like hard seltzers and I'm like,
What's the one with there's the mermaid one. I don't like that one. I don't remember what.
I don't know logos. I remember this name because when I was in the Poconos a couple weeks ago, like they were selling these and it was raspberry flavored. And I'm not always crazy about raspberry, so I didn't go with it. I ordered a specialty drink that tasted like an orange creamsicle. It was amazing.
Oh, can't go wrong there.
No. But now that I'm having this, I'm like, man, this is actually really good. And it's one of the better tasting seltzers because normally seltzer is really bitter.
I don't even like seltzer. So I don't drink seltzer like ever. I'm a water person, like straight water. But these are good. I really like them.
It is good. Like you said, a summer drink. Something.
You don't look very convinced.
I don't like
drink
seltzer
it or
water. Like
sink
it's like
it.
really bland to me. But this has nice flavor to it. It's good.
Yeah. I don't know. Raspberry's pretty good.
Good.
It's good.
What is it? White Claw?
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't pay us.
They don't pay us. So, Amie, your birthday.
My birthday.
It's an infinite. Like, I always remember your birthday. I've known you forever, as we've talked about on the show.
You've celebrated many birthdays with me.
Many, many birthdays.
Because it's a fucking celebration.
And I'm very happy. Like,
I feel like you should add bitches in there.
You think about it. From as far back as I've known you to now, we're doing a podcast that's on your birthday. That's debuting on your birthday. How crazy stupid is that?
Pretty ridiculous.
Wow.
You'd even ask me like a few years ago. I'd be like, what? I'll never do that.
Yeah.
And I think on Facebook Memories, I think the three of us might be news this same night last year.
Did we really?
I think so.
Oh, look, it's turning
this
into a
fits with your
tradition.
personality, though. Your whole celebrate your birthday for a month.
Yeah.
So
You know what my husband said to me this week?
It works perfect.
I was like, oh, we got to figure out what we're doing for the weekends. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, my birthday's on a Tuesday. So I get the weekend before and the weekend after. He's like, you don't get 2 weekends. I'm like, how long have you known me? Like, I used to straight celebrate for a month. When I was like 18, 19, 20, and I literally would just get fucked up for an entire month. That's what we did.
We all have goals in life.
Because my birthday, I grew up in a family of 5. So like your birthday was the only day that you got to pick dinner. You didn't have to do any chores. You got like attention, which you never got on the day that wasn't your birthday. So like my birthday it's a thing.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Who knows? Like,
yeah. The biggest deal was like for us at growing up was like, what restaurant do you want to go to? Oh. I get to pick a restaurant.
McDonald's.
Yeah. I think I always like pick like, I feel like, well, most of our family celebrations were always done at like Reno's. And I remember a lot of it was done like before they had like that fire in like 94 or something. Because I
didn't even know they had a fire.
They had a fire and then they rebuilt it. And now like it basically is what it is today. And even then, I think they remodeled since the fire rebuild, if you will.
Yeah. Was
I'm
it
pretty
like,
sure.
did they like burn down? Or was it just?
I'm pretty sure it was much, much smaller.
Oh.
It was much smaller.
They probably didn't have that downstairs area, I would assume. Maybe.
Maybe
I'm just making things up.
I think they may have had the downstairs area. It wasn't as big. I remember when you walked in the door, it was like the fake wood paneling on both sides.
Yeah.
It was like a long like hallway. It was like kind of, I feel like dark and dingy looking kind of, but they had like stellar food. It was like that hole in the wall that you like loved to go to because you knew you're going to always get great food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then like they burned down, rebuilt, and I mean they still have delicious food, but it's like much like fancier looking and more welcoming.
So, did you guys get to choose your birthday dinners?
Yes.
So, what was like your go-to birthday dinner?
Mine was always roast beef and mashed potatoes.
Ooh, interesting.
Nice. Was that like even when you were like elementary school, or was that when you were a little bit older?
No, that was from the beginning.
Always.
Yeah, always.
Meat and potatoes.
Mashed potatoes were like God.
They are. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Potatoes are very versatile. They do not get enough credit.
From heaven. Yes. Jackie, what about you?
Probably pizza. I know. I'm
Boring.
very cliche, but see, I like growing up, like every meal we had, I swear to God, was some type of chicken. So for a really long time, I was like, I don't want chicken. Please, no chicken.
Just no chicken.
And I get that it can be prepared different ways, but I was just like, no chicken. So I think like pizza probably was a pretty big deal for us because I don't know if
like
we
cheese
got
pizza. Or
probably, yeah. I think, well, as a kid, like, I don't know. I remember, like, not really liking Chinese food when I was real little.
I liked Chinese food.
I liked, I think, wonton soup, but it was probably more the broth.
Yeah.
Right?
Chicken noodle.
Yeah. And then my brother let me try a piece of sesame chicken one time, and it changed my life. So that's what I always get. And lo mein and the white rice and the sesame chicken. Yeah.
Singapore Mei Fun changed my life.
Yeah, I didn't know that existed until I met you.
Yeah, a friend of mine, like they always had it, and I was over their house one time, and they were like, "Do you want some?" I was like, "I don't like Chinese food." They were like, "No, you need to try it," and I did, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!"
And wait, what's the
Singapore Mei Fun? It's literally like, so it's really small, thin rice noodles, and there's like everything in it, all the veggies, all the meats. It has egg in it. It's really spicy, and it is like the most amazing thing ever. Really good.
Wow.
So good.
I don't even know if that sounds good to me.
It probably doesn't sound good, but it really is.
I know. I'm like, I'm not that picky of an eater, but I was like, I don't know. I guess I'd have to see it.
I was going to say, it's strange to think about.
Yeah.
It's
I think that's what it is. Like my brain's like,
wait, what?
You just throw a lot of shit in a thing. And I'm like, I don't know.
Good. So good.
Yeah. There's certain foods that I don't think I could ever get behind. And, I know I have examples, and none of them are coming to mind right now, so we're going to move on from it.
Taylor, what was your birthday dinner?
I typically go with like a steak or ribs.
Yeah,
Like,
even when you were little.
Yeah, I would want to go to like a steakhouse, or even if it wasn't steak or ribs. When I was little, it'd probably be like a fancy cheeseburger somewhere, like whatever.
So you haven't changed at all.
No.
He's been a meatitarian since about age 5.
We went to Longhorn for my birthday last year, I think, or was it? No. We went to the Italian place in King of Prussia for my birthday.
Maggiano. Yeah, we both went to Maggiano's for our birthdays this year.
Yeah.
Well, last year.
Their creme brulee is delicious.
We've gone
everything I've had there is crazy.
Favorite food.
Ironic enough, we met a girl last night that works at a Longhorn, but not this one. And I was like, why don't we have rewards at this one? She's like, it's the same in Connecticut too.
Wait, do they have rewards at some?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you look online and then it says click here for the list of locations.
Why would they not have rewards?
Pennsylvania is not on the list. It's not even just like some locations in Pennsylvania. It's like none of Pennsylvania was included in. And I want to know why. #Longhorn. Hit me back. We went there the other day because I was like, let's go. We did date night. So we're like, date night, let's go to Longhorn. And I was like, oh, I'm going to sign up for like the emails to try to get a free appetizer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But do you know when that thing showed up at like 8:00 at night? We were already home. I was like, you son of a...
Yeah, you got to be on your game.
Yeah, I know.
You got to do it like the day
I did
before.
I did it in the morning, figuring he got all day because we're not going to go until like 5:00. But so now we have a free appetizer. We have to use it before March 15th.
It's just another excuse to go back.
Yeah, I know. And we're running out of time.
All right, so let's go tomorrow.
We'll see.
By tomorrow, in this...
Okay, we need to save a little bit of money because we're
Wednesday.
going on our honeymoons very, very soon.
Oh, that's
Everything-
awesome.
Everything's
Yes.
free, though, when we go there.
Where are you going?
But we still want some spending money. Jamaica.
Nice.
We're going to go stay in Montego Bay, Sandals, Royal Caribbean.
Nice.
So,
I'm so jealous.
dude, I can't wait. And part of me is like,
Just for the warm weather.
but the fact that like, because we waited so long for this, that I don't think has hit me that we're going. Like I went and picked up the documents. Like they're sitting there. Like it's real. It's legit. We're going. But I'm like, it still doesn't like because it's been so long. Like
How long have you been married?
6 months. So, yeah.
It'll be fun.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm glad that we waited this long.
Well, yeah. I mean, we waited for a couple of reasons, but it gave us something else to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
You know,
So,
And who wants to go to Jamaica in August?
no
Right.
one.
No one.
I
Right.
bet you it'd be cheaper.
True.
Because no one wants to go in August. But
no, I'm glad we waited because now we suffered through the winter, and we desperately need a break
oh my God, if
from everything.
I could punch a season in the face, it'd be winter right now.
Yeah,
Like
this has been
end
horrible.
already. Like early spring. Spring's in 2 weeks. How's this early?
No, it was like 54 degrees today.
Yeah.
It did warm up today, and it melted a lot of that yellow or the white snow. Some of it's yellow. Sorry, guys. I just walked my dog a little bit ago. A lot of that snow is yellow, I will say, in my defense. Mainly from our dog, who likes to pee everywhere. So, but yeah, we're over winter.
Definitely, I'm excited to go to Jamaica. Never been in Jamaica.
Have you guys been?
I have.
You have. I know Amie has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
it's
long
nice.
ago were you there?
Oh, God. I was still in high school, so
Okay.
a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yes. Our destination of choice is Bermuda these days.
Okay.
Which she's going to soon.
Yet
I
another
think-
reason for Amie to hate me.
Yeah.
I think
bitches.
my parents have been to Bermuda a couple times and they loved it. They went to the Bahamas once, I think, but I think they prefer Bermuda over Bahamas.
Yeah, my husband likes it because you can rent mopeds and drive all over the island. So
See, that shit makes me nervous.
I can't do it. When we were there, 7 years ago, I nearly killed somebody. So I'm not allowed to drive them. No, like literally
You're-
popped a curb, nearly ran
Yeah.
into somebody. It was bad.
Did something spook you? Were you a distracted driver?
No, so it's a throttle. Like, give me a pedal and I'm
Oh,
good. But
okay,
the throttle,
yeah.
and then my brother-in-law was driving behind me, beeping the horn. So I was getting really nervous, and then I just hit the throttle too hard and popped.
So
the curb.
we'll blame him.
I was
Yes.
going to say, it's
Yeah.
totally his fault.
Yeah.
Totally his
Yeah.
fault. So now we rent a double, and he can drive as fast as he wants because I don't have to worry about keeping up.
No joke.
Even
I don't
better.
think I have any interest in driving one of those because
I would pay to see
I don't
Taylor on
even
a
want
moped,
to.
though.
Yeah.
I don't want to
You
even.
would look so
0%.
funny.
0%.
Oh, it's
Like-
so awesome.
I've been on one, and it was fun but terrifying. And
I feel like your
am
knees
very-
are just not going to be positioned right.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. For somebody that like is my height and size, I need a bigger bike, which bigger bikes typically are like way more powerful and give or take faster and
Which
harder
you
to
don't
control.
want.
Which you don't want for a beginner, for sure. No, it's horrible. It was a horrible experience for me. But I wanted to ask you, Amie, what are you picking for your birthday meal this year?
We're going to Jimmy John's.
Oh.
You know Jimmy John's? You guys know Jimmy John's? The hot dog place?
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been going there since I was a kid, and it's been one of those places that's always like that special place that like you don't go very frequently. You only go on like, you know, once or twice a year. Their hot dogs are so good. And bonus, they have trains and stuff there for the kids. So the kids love going there. So I'm just like continuing that tradition.
Awesome.
Is it sacrilegious that I've never been there?
I've never been there either.
Okay. Guys, it's so good. Okay, so Jamie, I know you don't like hot dogs.
No.
Which is fine. Because they have other food. They have a ton of other food. Like Kevin loves their burgers. Fries are super good. They've got a whole menu of like that kind of food. Your son would love it because there's trains. Just make sure you bring quarters.
Okay.
But there's like a train at the top. There's a train by the booth that goes like back and forth. They have huge, big display cases, one in the front, one in the back, where there's like buttons you can push that like turn on lights or make things move, and they go around, and my kids love it.
Taylor sounds like he wants, like, I think you'd want to go just for the trains alone.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Jimmy John's?
Never.
So it's right on 202.
Oh, I know exactly
you know where it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like it's been there since the 1940s.
It also burned down at some point.
It did on their 70-year anniversary.
Yeah.
That's some bad luck.
Yeah. Well, they were having hot dogs for $1 or a penny or something. But because it was their anniversary, they were throwing this big thing. So they had a ton of like all of their paper goods and things, whatever, where I guess were in the attic, whatever. And there was a fire, and then it got up there, and it.
Oh God.
So it was horrible. So they did rebuild, but it's exactly like it was, just a lot nicer and a lot like upgraded. But like the setup's the same. They saved a lot of the trains. Their trains are all the same and everything.
That's good.
They have a ton of pictures. Like the whole place is covered in pictures from back in the day when he started the hot dog stand, when 202 was like a dirt road, to now, and they have a lot of events and stuff, and they'll take pictures of other customers because it's a very like family traditional place. Like I went there because my dad got taken there by my grandfather when he was little, and it's one of those places that it's like a family.
And hopefully your kids will continue to go
and
there.
My kids
when
love going there.
And
like Kevin had never been there, but a lot of people I feel like don't really necessarily know about it, and unless
you wouldn't know it's there.
You wouldn't know. No, you wouldn't.
They don't advertise or anything either.
I mean, they're on Facebook, but he was
I think there's some radio advertisements for them. I think,
but there's another Jimmy John's. I feel like too.
Oh, maybe. But you know, though, how can there be? How can there be more than one Jimmy John's?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I honestly feel like
there's only one in my heart.
But I think like legally you can't, because
I think it's like Jimmy John's hot dogs and Jimmy John's.
Well, did he open more than one?
No,
do they have one?
That's it. There's only one restaurant.
There can only be one.
Wow.
Highlander. And they do rent it out for that's why I got the idea to go, is because I was on Facebook and they were like, oh, you can rent out for free. It's a free rental for like birthday parties. And I was like, I thought to myself, okay, it's way too close to my birthday to throw myself a party at Jimmy John's. I can just see like with like, I mean, like it would totally feel like a kid's party, but it would be amazing.
Make a Facebook event page.
Yeah.
Dinner at Jimmy John's for Amie.
So I'm like, oh, I'll just go with the boys. So that's what we're doing on my birthday.
We'll rent it for your 35th.
Yeah, right? We can totally do that.
We can totally plan
ahead. I wonder
ahead.
if we could like bring alcohol. What are they, BYOB? I don't know.
Good question.
But their hot dogs are amazing, and they're special because it's their own recipe for their hot dogs. Like they have someone make them. Now they have thicker skin, so it's almost more like Jamie's making.
Oh my God!
Face.
Yeah.
So it's almost like,
it's
but they
so wrong.
They do have regular hot dogs as well without the thicker skin, but they're like.
Show us with your hands.
And
they're thick, and she's double fisting these wieners, guys. She's double fisting wieners on air.
But they make a big thing of sauerkraut, and they have the sauerkraut and fried onions and like all these toppings, and oh, it's so good. I always get two, right? I get one that I have sauerkraut and mustard on, and the other one I have cheese and ketchup.
Man,
that's my thing.
They both.
And Kevin
amazing.
looks at me like, "Oh, sauerkraut." You don't know what
I love sauerkraut. I didn't try sauerkraut for my entire life. And then I went to college and they do the sell back your books. And they always have free hot dogs. And part of that is the topping of sauerkraut. And my roommates were all getting sauerkraut. And I was like, okay, I'm going to
It's college. I'm going to try new things.
Try some sauerkraut. And I was like, What the? That
What have I
changed
been
my
missing?
life. That changed my life.
Amie needs to make hers.
So, no, okay. So my mom used to make, it was like my great-grandmother's recipe, the German side of my family. My mom used to make sauerkraut and can it, and she used to make homemade sauerkraut, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
and now she's dead, so that sucks. But I had like the best day ever today because my brother texts me, and he's like, oh my God, look what I just found. And my mom was an amazing cook. She loved to cook. She was very good at it. But all her recipes, they were on her head, but they died with her. He found her cookbook. Like when I say her cookbook, one that she had handwritten.
Oh, that's awesome.
All of her recipes in. And I was like, oh my God, you just found the Holy Grail. I'm like, you need to make, like, it was, I mean, and she started it when she was like in her 20s. And it's like a whole book.
How did he just find it?
He was looking for a recipe for something, and he was looking through all of our cookbooks at my parents' house and like just came upon it. And I was like, he sends me a picture of like the front page and you'll see she had it like sectioned off by color. Like,
jeez.
She's like me. This is where I get it from. I get it from my mother.
I'm like, Jesus,
Amie. It was so nice to meet. Like the green section was like, and it was all categorized. But she started writing it in 1975 and then had just worked on it. So I was like, oh my God. I'm like, Adam, I'm like, we need to get that book and copy it for all of the siblings. I'm like, I need that book now. I'm like, oh my God, does it have her apple crumb recipe in it? Because she used to make this amazing, like as a kid, I remember like oh my God, so good. And then he sends me a picture of the fucking recipe and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
So you didn't make anything
like that totally made my day. And I said, Adam, I said, you realize she wanted you to find this because it's my birthday this week. So she wanted you to give it to me.
It's
a sign.
At least make me something from the damn cookbook.
He didn't see it that way because now he's calling himself the recipe keeper because he realizes the power he has right now because of the book that he has in his possession. But he's coming over tomorrow and we're going to like copy it, whatever, figure it out. I'm so excited. Like I am, like it totally blew me away today.
That's
like,
definitely one of those things.
It's a birthday present from my mom.
I definitely see stuff like that as signs.
Oh, I see them everywhere. All the time.
Everywhere.
So I wore them. I have a necklace with my mom in it, and I wore it today.
Okay.
It's like, oh, you can come with me today.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
You're allowed
I appreciate the birthday present.
Tag along for Relatable Radio.
Yeah. And then my brother was like, oh, I guess Mom decided that you deserve one more birthday dinner from her. I'm not going to make it.
Yeah. Someone better make it. Kev.
Yeah, right.
I don't think I would trust anything Kevin makes.
No.
No offense, Kev.
No offense. Taylor's a good cook.
Yeah?
Okay.
Of what? Like
He's okay.
frozen pizzas?
I
didn't mean that as an insult.
No.
You cook frozen pizzas a lot.
He's very
well.
great at frozen pizzas, but he will grill steaks for us that are amazing.
Yeah.
We made homemade cheesesteaks. So I had a cheesesteak tonight for dinner, and I was like, I'm not impressed. I don't like you need to put that cheese needs to be mixed in entirely in the steak, right? Come on. They didn't do that. It was like all on the bottom. So you're like, here I am.
So you only
biting.
get one bite
Yeah.
of cheese, like, and then the top bite that you take, it's all meat.
Yep. And it's all falling out. And so I was like, but we made homemade cheesesteaks. And I was like, you got to cut the cheese in here. Like, you got to mix it in there.
Got the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did. And then we were both out there and we're like, this is the best.
What kind of
cheesesteak.
cheese
It
did
was so
you use?
good.
We just have like the American cheese slices that we bought from the store. So
Just broke them up into pieces and mixed them in.
Mixed it
In with the meat as you
Mhm.
cooked it, and then they got all melty and delicious.
Oh,
Did you do like the
God.
roll over top of it and the flip?
No.
Are you that talented?
No.
No, I just want to know if they were. That's not how I do it either. I just
No. He can make
It looks
really
cool.
good hamburger helper and tacos.
That's good though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I became like my own, I'll say 3.5-star chef when I was on my diet. I was
Yeah.
whipping up things and he'd be like, that actually looks really good. And I'm like, this is
it's amazing
cauliflower.
how diets totally expand your cooking repertoire.
I
and your
just
recipes,
absolutely.
right?
And
And
I-
you're doing also you'd like explore different
Oh, yeah.
because you have to like sub stuff all the time because you can't use any of the normal
Cauliflower.
unhealthy stuff.
all
You know how to
cauliflower.
cook cauliflower in 15 different ways now.
Yeah. And like, that was always the one vegetable, like growing up, like in a veggie tray. I
Ew.
never went for the cauliflower. And I didn't like broccoli either until I realized, oh my God, I'm going to cover this in cheese
Yeah.
or like ranch or some sort of dipping sauce. Then it's okay. But now, I don't think I still wouldn't eat cauliflower by itself, but you can just use it for almost anything.
I'm surprised at how good cauliflower mashed potatoes are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I did that. I made like cauliflower like hot wings, if you will.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. It was really interesting. I think I like Googled it and
like coated in buffalo sauce and everything.
It was like different seasonings, not necessarily. I think we have like a special. Is it like a ranch buffalo sauce that we use? Yeah. So I used that.
Is it Sweet Baby Ray's? Don't they have a ranch buffalo or?
No, I forget the
Maybe that's just their
Moore's Head.
Something like that.
I think it's Moore's Head.
It's something. It's more along the line. It's in the salad dressing aisle.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
It's really good.
It's really good.
I've used that for dipping sauce for many different things.
So is that what you coated them in?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And just like bake them?
Yep. I put them in I cut up the cauliflower and then I think you have to use a little bit of oil and then you put in like whatever little bit of seasonings and you like make sure that everything's coated and I just used like Tupperware container. And then I think you put a little bit of sauce on them and you put them in the oven for however long. And then the first time I made them was the best. I tried to make them again and I was like, I don't think I followed the recipe quite correctly enough.
I do that all the time.
I mean, they ended up, they were okay.
I'm like, I know the recipe. Like, whatever, I'll just throw a little bit of this. And then I'm like,
oh, no. But see, that's the thing with cooking, though. Like, you don't necessarily need to follow the recipe.
No.
Like,
but then you can never recreate something that you made.
And
or
I
like
think
somebody would be like,
issue.
oh, can I have this recipe? But like,
yep.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of this and like maybe like this much, or maybe like half cup, quarter cup. I don't know. Just do it until it seems right.
I made like a fake ziti instead of baked ziti. Mm-hmm. So use cauliflower instead of like noodles, and
so did you use really good. How did you cut the cauliflower? Was it just like did you cut it little? Was it big? Was it in like strips? I know.
I didn't do strips.
I'm trying to see him. Jamie's looking at me like I'm crazy. I just want to visualize it in my head.
It's almost like what you would find on a veggie tray, but I'd kind of at times I think I'd cut it a little smaller because I'm like I don't know how you're supposed to appropriately cut this, and I really don't know how much of this I'm supposed to use versus like what you're supposed to throw
in
out
there.
Yeah, but like what do you throw out? Like there's like the base of the cauliflower, right? So you use that. Or not. You can cut that off and then
it's like broccoli, right? Yeah. It's the same as broccoli. You can.
I don't know. Stems like that weird me out. So like I just take a bunk chunk and
flowery parts more than the stems.
Yeah.
The florets.
The florets.
That's what I said. The florets.
Yeah.
That's why we invited her on so she gets in here and give me the right words.
Listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Okay? And then we're going to get right back into this.
And we're going to celebrate my birthday some more.
We're going to celebrate your birthday some more.
Okay.
Because I need another drink.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll be back with more Relatable Radio.
Next week is the season finale week on the MBN Network, mbnnetwork.com. It's never been easier for you to find your new favorite podcast. Click the link at the top, find your new favorite show, and then play the platform that you want to play. It's that easy. Do it right after this show. Pick a new one. Tell somebody about it. mbnnetwork.com. When it's all said and done, that's going to be 115 episodes for the first season of the Might Be News Network. It sounds crazy because it is. That's a lot of content. Go back, listen to it, catch up with us. We'll be back after that, about a month or so. Fuck it. mbnnetwork.com.
Welcome back to Relatable Radio. Again, my name is Jackie, and I have here with me the birthday girl,
I love this intro music, by the way. I feel like it's like 11 o'clock at night, and it's like in Seattle, and there's
Seattle?
Seattle? Why Seattle?
Jackie, you've got to know this reference.
Oh, yes. Okay. Grays?
No, not Grays. What's the movie where they're talking and it's the late night radio when he tries to find
Sleepless in
Seattle. Thank you.
You already gave yourself part of the title.
No. Okay, I've had a few drinks, guys. Give me a fucking break. It's my birthday.
I know. When we mentioned birthday, Taylor was about to do something very special. Yes.
You mean sing me happy birthday? Is that what you're going to do?
No, like the club.
Feel free, guys. When you hear this, when you guys are listening, because I know there's like a bunch of you, who listen to our show. Thank you. But when you listen, if you want to like hit me up and say happy birthday, I'm totally fine with that.
Oh my
Even
God,
if I don't
she's
know
gonna
you,
love
you
it.
can like Facebook message me or like hit us up on our Facebook page.
On that line, did you see there were like 2 or 3 sons who rented a billboard
Oh, to wish their dad a happy birthday.
wish their dad a happy birthday, and they put his cell phone number on this billboard
Yeah.
and said,
Oh,
"Everybody."
that's not cool.
Right? They said he got a ton of text
I
messages
was all
already.
excited about it, but then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, that could be creepy.
Right?
But
Yeah.
Kevin, when you're listening to this if you want to do something extravagant and big for me, that's a good example of what you
Yeah.
can do.
Just maybe not the phone number.
I also
Yeah.
really
maybe
want a
create
teapot.
create a special like maybe email address, one that
That
you
would
don't use
work.
all the time, and then
Or
people
like
can
a
send
special,
you.
you know, there's like all those sad Facebook pages of people that aren't doing well and are, you know, like health wise and
Yeah.
are dying and whatever. It could be a happy Facebook page of
Yeah.
like Amy's birthday. It's her favorite day of the year. You guys should
It's
love
her
it too.
only day of the year.
312. Celebrate Amy.
Always Amy's birthday on this Facebook page.
If it's 3:12 in the afternoon or in the very early
I
morning,
haven't even
you can
finished-
text me and say happy
finished
3:12.
Reintroducing this show.
Well, it's my birthday,
We have
Jackie.
Jamie here, a very
Jamie.
special guest. She's here for your birthday.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Happy birthday.
And as usual, Taylor over there, who may or may not be paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
No, you're not. You're looking at your phone.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
It's Amy's birthday.
Oh,
He knows the drill.
He does know.
He knows the drill. He knows
does
better
know.
than I think my husband does. Because my husband thinks it's only like one day. And I don't understand where that would come from. Because when I met him, it was that's when I was like serious about my birthday. And it was an extravaganza. And I
Like
did
a-
have there was a period where like I have to fake it for people now sometimes when I'm like really not in the mood for my birthday, but everybody's like, Amy, it's your
your
birthday.
birthday.
Like it's you, like everyone
But
expects me to
Do you think
like,
that's like
He's
because
trying to
you
keep
have kids now?
expectations low.
yeah, well, he does that really well. So
He's at the bar real low.
we'll see what he comes up with. Cole, we were at the dinner table tonight and I was like, guys, guess what's in 3 days? And Jackson, my little one, was like, Christmas? I was like, no, it's better than Christmas. It's better than Christmas. He's like, Halloween? I'm like, nope, better than Halloween. And Cole was like, your birthday? See, he knows. He's learning. And I said, yeah. And he was like, oh my goodness, I don't have a present for you yet. I'm like, well, you still
Aw.
have time. You better get on it though. Like, that's, you're running
And
out
it
of time.
better be good.
Better be good. Better be handmade
Yeah.
with love.
That's a
Something.
big. That's a big hint, Kev.
I told Jackson has been singing I'm a Little Teapot song because he's 4 and that's how that goes. I was like, oh, I would love like a really nice, fancy, like pretty teapot because I'm a tea drinker. I drink tea every day.
Mhm.
And my coffee maker that did hot water broke, so it doesn't do hot water anymore. So I have to like microwave the water.
Oh God,
And
never
it's
tastes the
awful.
same.
No, it doesn't taste the same. You're right. And he was like, I'm a little teapot. And I was like, oh, like a teapot that like shouts. But they make really cute teapots.
Yeah.
I bet he could even find an elephant one, but I bet it's too late for him to do that now. For my birthday. But I'll take a late birthday gift. It was really good.
Yeah.
He was like, Kev, if you were like, hey, I have something on order for you, but it's not here yet.
Should probably text Kev.
No, he'll listen to this on Tuesday and he'll hear it.
Yeah, I
And
know.
then he'll be
It's
like,
gonna
oh, I
way
do have a
too
present
late.
for you. It's just late.
Yeah.
It's coming. But I told Jackson, I was like, mommy wants a teapot. And so then he went and told Kevin. He was like, what? What are you talking about? Like, he was really confused.
Does he not know what a teapot is?
I
Has
don't
it been
think
that long since he's seen one?
I just don't think he understood why Jackson was talking about teapots.
Kev just like storms into Kohl's. I need a teapot. Do you sell them here?
He's probably not even going to know where he can find a teapot at all.
Bed Bath & Beyond sells teapots. I don't know if they
I
sell
want a
pretty
cute one,
ones.
though.
I know.
And I haven't even looked, so I'm not.
Amazon. Try Amazon, Kev.
Find everything online. But I would love a tea because I just need to be able to heat water in
Yeah.
a cute little.
I use our Ninja bar.
Yeah.
So
I had my like coffee. Had coffee on one side for Kev and hot water on the other, so I could just push a button and hot water would come out, and it was awesome. And now it always tells me that it's empty when there's full of water, and I like try to reset it. And it's
maybe it needs to be cleaned.
no, I tried that. I don't know what its problem is, but it pissed me off.
Google it.
Like, I just want to throw it out the window.
Yeah, but like if you Google it,
And
might
buy
be
a
able
new
to
one.
pinpoint.
You might be able to find a YouTube video on how to fix
you
it.
fixed something.
I did.
Did you? So tell us the story.
So Emma was doing something on my computer last night. I have a Chromebook.
Emma's our 6-year-old.
Yes, my 6-year-old. She was doing something like, I don't know, whatever. And she comes over to me and it won't turn on. Like she was on it and now it won't turn on. So I'm playing with it and it won't go on. I plug it in. The lights don't even come on. So I'm getting pissed at this point, right? Because this is my Chromebook. So she's in tears. So then my husband...
Is this what you work on when you work from home, or do you have a laptop as well?
I have a laptop as well.
Okay.
The Chromebook is what I stream TV on when I'm working at work and I want to listen.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So...
I dig it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we don't do it on our work computer, so we have it on.
She's
whatever.
good, though. She puts a little piece of paper up across the screen.
So I
she
just listen.
She just listens and doesn't like watch it. So like no one would know
Yeah.
that you're watching TV at work.
Yeah. So my husband actually suggested that I YouTube how to fix it because he uses YouTube videos to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And lo
Smart
and
man.
behold, you type in, Chromebook won't start, and it gives you 50 YouTube videos on how to fix it. So last night I'm there with a little Phillips
I
screwdriver.
saw the Snapchat. I love your husband. Her
Oh,
husband
did he
sends-
Snapchatted you?
Yes, he did. So her
that's
husband
amazing.
will send me Snapchats of like Jamie doing random things. And like he's very funny. So he does like little commentary. One day she wasn't feeling well and he was like, what did he call it? Woman cold? I'm like, no, it's
Yeah.
it's not the same, Ted.
No.
You're not funny. It's a
Yeah.
man cold because men have the worst colds ever.
I totally didn't even know he Snapchatted
He did.
you.
You were sitting at your dining room table, right?
Yes.
You were opening up the back of the Chromebook, and you had this look on your face, like Jesus fucking Christ!
She is freaking out.
Oh, I was so pissed.
But you got it. You fixed it.
I did. Yeah, you just
What did
had
you have to do?
I had to unplug the battery
And then
so,
plug
like-
it back
like
in.
in-
and then plug
internally.
it back in, and
It just reset itself.
yep.
Sometimes it
I was like,
happens.
damn, YouTube for
You
the
voided
win.
your warranty probably, but
Nah, who cares?
probably been a while anyway.
It works. I'm good with that.
So, was there any repercussions for your daughter?
No, because I think it was accidental.
But what could she have possibly done?
I have no idea. She was doing her online reading thing for school, and it just went.
Was it the Momo
right.
challenge?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she did, but whatever.
soon?
I fixed it. I was very proud of myself last night.
You should be.
Right?
Like, that's a huge accomplishment, I feel
I'm like unscrewing it.
You know
With
how much
going,
computers,
money
I'm
you
like, I
just
need a
saved?
new one. It
You just
broke.
saved so much money.
I'm going, fuck my life. If I get this open and then it doesn't work, like, what the
And there's
hell?
just like
You're done.
wires everywhere.
Right?
I don't know what I'm
Something
doing.
crazy.
No, yeah.
I can fix this.
So yeah, YouTube for the win. If you want to fix
Yeah.
anything, just look up videos on YouTube.
I viewed
Kevin does that
YouTube,
for like
not
plumbing
even just
stuff,
fixing things,
the
just
house.
like in general. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, just don't search Momo.
No.
I
Yeah.
mean, or like how to commit suicide for
Yeah.
kids because
Yeah.
that's not good.
not good.
No, but it's great for how to fix things and tractor videos for my son.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I got to give you a backstory. So Ted, Jamie's husband, is like a wonderful man, first of all, but he's like the all-American
White
Chester
picket
County
fence.
Okay.
boy,
Yes.
right? He's a volunteer firefighter. He cannot say no to anything, right? So he also runs. So you guys know the West Goshen Fair.
Goshen.
I'm
Country
sorry,
Fair.
just
Yeah,
the
don't-
Goshen Fair. My apologies, Goshen. He runs it. Like he is the Goshen Fair. He does it.
Mr. Goshen.
He's
Yes.
all. You went to the bingo
Yep.
at his
I was
firehouse.
I was at the
today.
fire hall today
Yes.
Oh, nice.
for a designer bag bingo.
Like he can parallel park a fire truck. I swear. Like
Yeah.
But so Jamie's
I'm pretty
son,
sure I sent you that video.
you did, and your son backing up and backing his little car,
Oh.
just like your husband. He's got some serious driving skills.
Yes.
But her son TJ is exactly like his father, like exactly like
Mini-me.
Ted. He is. So he loves to like have tractors and do
digging the dirt.
digging
and-
stuff and doing all of these like
Boy thing.
farm boy almost things.
Farm boy.
But the kid's got some serious skills with a car, not like a regular car, like
Yeah.
a kid, one of the little.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
sure
yeah.
he could drive a regular car.
Yeah, he probably could. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
He could probably drive that fire truck like your husband.
Probably. He drives my car
We
up
just
the
can't
driveway.
reach the pedals yet.
But it was nice though. So Ted took us, me and the boys, on a took us on the fire truck.
Yes.
And just looped around the firehouse.
Oh my
just
God,
so-
you would have thought Kevin was 6. Like it was.
Kevin was more excited than the boys were. He was blown away. He asked Ted probably like a million questions about, so like, what are you doing? What happens if you do this? And like, can I push this button? And like, can I do the siren?
Dennis the Menace. You can't push the button.
Oh, it was hysterical.
So he tried on the hat. Like it was
wow.
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was a great experience.
Living his best life.
Yes, he was living his best life that day.
It was totally for the kids, but Kevin was all in.
I was like all in.
He's the third child.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool. Like I've been in an ambulance, but I've never been in a fire truck because why would I? Especially not when it's like moving. Yeah. Right? Like it's one thing like when it's on display somewhere and you can like, like peek in and you can look. But like actually like getting in and like driving around.
I forgot that that's not normal.
Yeah, you're weird. Your normal is not normal. You guys in the Westchester parade, you guys are in the parade. Your kids are going to think that that's normal. To be like, oh wait, no, I'm on the fire truck and I'm waving to everybody.
They totally have a skewed sense of reality.
Yes.
Yeah. My dad used to drive ambulance for Euclid Ambulance, so I've been on an ambulance a ton of times, and I've been on fire
for better
trucks.
reasons than not being healthy.
Yeah, just literally
for fun
like
reasons.
toys. Like they did like career day, and I was in like first grade, and I was like, man, my dad's probably gonna come in and talk about like his job, and I still to this day like he's been retired since 2011, and I still can't describe what he used to do for his job that he had for 41 years. I just know he was in charge of a lot of various things. But I remember like career day, I'm like, man, my dad's going to come in and talk about this. He brought the ambulance. And I was like, I am the coolest kid in school.
That's amazing.
First grade. I was like,
especially first grade.
God, yes.
Like, you're like, yep, that was my dad.
Killing it. That's my dad.
The ambulance.
That's my dad.
Your dad's an accountant? Sucks for you.
Yeah.
My dad brought an ambulance.
My dad brought the ambulance. And all the kids were able to get in it and look around and...
And you were living your best life that day.
That day. Oh my God. I was like big man on campus that day. Holy shit.
Your face lights up when you talk about it.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
It's my shining moment. I had a really awkward childhood. Like I had bad teeth and bad eyes.
Did we all?
I was picked on a lot. So like I needed that.
I was going to say that's everybody's childhood.
Yeah. I got picked on my nose. I'm Italian if no one's seen me. And so I have my father's nose. And I hated it growing up. I would like to say that I've grown into it a lot more now than when I was younger. But I was picked on for it horribly to the point where I would not want to turn my head so anyone had a side view of my face. You laugh, but I'm serious.
Yeah, but like someone's going to see the side of your face. That's why it's
silly. There was
one
one kid in middle school. I'm not going to say his name, but Taylor, he went to jail when he worked at the high school when he was older.
Say no more. I'm pretty sure
I know
who
you're
you're talking about.
For little touching young girls. Yeah. Karma's a bitch. This guy. Right? So anyway, so what's the in Ninja Turtles, what's the guy's name? The rat. Splinter. Yeah. That's what he would call me. Because, the rat has like the long
nose.
Right? Like in 6th grade. Like, you're a fucking douchebag.
I definitely had somebody call me like a llama.
No, but he was like the quarterback of the fucking football team.
Yeah.
And then there were those like mean girls. Whatever.
Karma bites you in the ass.
It does, because now he went to jail. So.
And he's probably getting it in the ass.
I bet you he is, and he probably deserves it. Because
sorry,
he was
not
mean
sorry
to people.
for that reference. I just want to talk about.
Anyway, focus.
This past Wednesday was Lent.
Yes.
Well, it's the start of Lent. It's Ash Wednesday. It's the start of the Lenten season. So essentially when you're Catholic, it means you're going to go get ashes put on your head and your forehead in the shape of a cross. And you don't eat meat that day. And it's supposed to be a day of fasting. I can never fast. I'm not meant for fasting. But then that starts like every Friday during Lent. You're not supposed to eat any meat.
Wait, so what's the reason? I know a lot of the reasons behind certain things, but what's the Friday meat thing?
Honestly, I think it's supposed to be like a sacrifice because Jesus sacrificed so much.
But just meat?
But like it's really
Lent, I know,
hard.
But you can eat fish.
Right. You can eat fish.
It's weird.
Fish is not meat.
It's not a meat.
It's not. It's seafood.
Yeah.
Like it's not. So my mom had mentioned that it was really a way to get more people, I guess, to need to buy seafood to help the fishermen out back in the day. To like drive up sales. So if you take meat out of the equation, they're gonna go to seafood and things like that. So
seriously? That's the reason. Fine.
Chick-fil-A's even introducing a fish sandwich.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah.
Well, they're super religious.
I mean, they should have already had a fish sandwich.
No.
Like all the time, probably.
They were behind the 8 ball.
Wow.
Considering how much they hate gay people and stuff, like you'd think they would have been on top of that. But
who are we to judge?
exactly, who are we to judge? That's my point.
So we went to a wedding last night. Shout out to Bree and Adam if you happen to be listening. Congratulations. We had a blast, and I RSVP'd back in the end of December for this wedding, and you had to pick your meal. So I picked the beef for Taylor. And the past couple of times I picked beef for myself, but I was like, you know what? I kind of think I'm going to want salmon that day. I don't know. It's only a few months away. So I picked salmon, and I was like, holy shit, it's Lent. I was like, well, I'm so smart. I picked salmon. And then I'm like eating, and I was like, I had hors d'oeuvres that definitely had meat in it.
It's okay.
I know, but my mom was laughing.
It's all
so
about forgiveness,
I was like, Mom,
Jackie.
I was so proud of myself. Like, I was like, I picked salmon miraculously. Like, I didn't plan it. And then I was like, I ate meat during.
So are you
Coachella.
giving up something for Lent?
I am. I'm giving up sweets and soda. So, like, we've gotten into this habit. Like, we buy candy and ice cream and cookies and
All the good stuff.
donuts. All the things that make life really great. Except for when it comes time to put clothes on and they don't fit anymore. So I'm going to curb all of that. Like I didn't have any cake last night, which is easy. Like when
That's easy
when
at a
the
wedding.
dance floor's pumping and
I
you got a
always
photo
miss the cake.
booth.
Yeah, I never
Always.
get it.
Never, ever. Because I'm too busy drinking and dancing. I don't have time for cake.
I used to like not need cake ever in my life, right? Like I was like, I'd rather have ice cream. And I went on a diet before the wedding. And it was like the first time I had cake is when we did a cake tasting. And I was like, this is the greatest fucking cake I've ever had in my life.
It's the best
and now
thing I've ever
love
put in my
cake.
mouth.
Now I love cake. And I'm like, man.
The diet ruined you.
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, did it though?
I will say this, that
Was it good?
the cake last night was one of the best cakes I've ever had.
What about
At a
our
wedding.
cake?
Better
Than ours?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I don't know. I
The
didn't have
frosting
any.
is what was better.
Oh.
Mm.
Let me tell you something. They had chocolate, they had strawberry, and they had vanilla. Of course,
Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, what?
cake.
Wait, they had 3 different kinds
3
of cake?
different kinds.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was there a
And
lot
they
of people at this wedding? I would assume so if they had 3 different cakes. Or was it probably just
wasn't like
layers?
crazy.
100 some, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. And it didn't look like the cake did look pretty big though. It did look pretty big. It was tall.
Remember, the top
tall.
layer they're going to store and have for their 1 year.
Yeah. So I don't know how they like divvied it up, but it was labeled and everything on the table. It was all laid out.
Mhm.
And I got a piece of the chocolate cake, and the frosting was magnificent.
He goes with chocolate.
Of course.
His birthday, I know. I'm like, I don't have to be like, what kind of cake do you want? He wants the chocolatiest chocolate cake you can ever make.
Yeah, I'm not.
I love chocolate.
Yeah, I like chocolate's great and all. When it comes to cake, though, I want vanilla cake with chocolate icing.
Now, is there a difference between vanilla cake and yellow cake?
Either one is fine with me.
Yeah, but like,
There
is
is.
there a difference?
There's
Other
a
than
white
color.
cake. There's a white cake and there's a yellow
Yellow
cake,
cake.
and they are different cakes.
Okay.
But to me, they're either one is.
Yeah.
I really like. Honestly, I like a yellow cake.
I think
with
I
a
like
chocolate
yellow cake.
frosting.
Yeah.
That's probably my a close
Is that your-
second for me.
That's like I don't like vanilla frosting. I mean, I will eat vanilla frosting, but like
Buttercream frosting is what I
the
prefer over the vanilla.
deliciousness,
And
yes.
I'll make sugar cookies and put like vanilla or buttercream
this conversation's
frosting
probably not helping
on them.
you
No.
avoid the sweets.
At bingo today, they were like free cookies. And I was like, yeah. And I reached in and I almost took a bite. Like I had it in my mouth and I was like, no, no. And I was like, Kim, my sister, was like, you need this. She's like, I don't want it. I was like, no, take it. I gave up sweets. I can't have this. So she took it. She eventually ate it. Like, please. I knew you were going to eat it.
Everybody always eats
it had M&Ms in it. She loves that shit. She loves like the Chips Ahoy with the M&Ms or whatever brand it is. That's her shit. Rainbow cookies or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Keebler,
Maybe.
shit's banging.
Whatever.
Taylor's like, I know what. Why
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why I'm looking at you guys. I should be looking at the expert here.
Because they're chocolate chip cookies
Yeah.
with M&Ms in it.
Yeah.
A lot of cookies that have M&Ms in it, it's just M&Ms, which is corny.
Yeah, it's like a sugar cookie with M&Ms.
Right. Why would you ever do that if you could just add chocolate chips to it? Keebler's got it going on. They don't pay us.
Those little elves really know what they're doing.
They got it going on. They don't pay us.
I will say, Taylor gave me a shout out. I sent him a picture of me with my ashes. He said, "You look really pretty, even with your Jesus dust on." And I couldn't stop laughing because I'm like, touche on the Jesus dust. I told my mom that's what you called it too, and she laughed. She laughed. She understood. It is Jesus. It's Jesus. It's supposed to represent his ashes.
That could have gone one of two ways.
My mom is hardcore.
Yeah.
What? Hardcore Catholic. So
I'm glad she thought it was funny though.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be funny. I'm funny.
She wasn't like, I can't believe he would say that. He's going to, it wasn't anything like that. There was no lip from her about that. So, on a really funny note, though, on this bingo thing. So, do you remember a couple weeks ago, we talked I went to a fundraiser and we didn't win anything, right? Kim cleaned house, my mom.
Salty about it.
So, we go to this thing today, right? It's both my sisters. My mom's actually there, me. A girl that I play soccer with, she came with her son and her son's one friend, right? They left early, so they gave us their bingo cards and everything. And she's like, here's my my raffle tickets and my 50-50 tickets. I was like, that's fine. I'm going to label your raffle so I know which are yours.
So I can switch them out with mine when you win.
I have no idea what she even put in for. None of us won.
Nobody?
Anything.
How did you feel about that?
Oh my God. So I'm getting mad.
You were excited.
I'm getting mad. Because
you were excited because you're like, if I don't win, none of these bitches are going to win either.
Right. But the table behind us, this girl, they raffled off Phillies tickets. And this girl was like, pull my ticket. And she fucking won. And I'm like, this shit's gotta be rigged. Who yells randomly? Nobody was yelling, pull my ticket, right? She was like, pull my ticket. And then when they said her number, she stood up and screamed, arms in the air. And I'm like, this has to be rigged. I'm convinced.
You're just salty because you didn't.
I know. But Jackie, on the car ride home, I texted Taylor, I was like, all these bitches are so salty. And it's so funny because I sat there because I wasn't nearly as mad because I'm like, at least none of us misery misery loves company. But I was like, I just want you all to know this is how I felt 2 weeks ago when I didn't win anything. Okay. So it's just funny that
did they have any good bags and stuff, or
yeah, they had a pet.
It's sometimes his bags are
basket,
really ugly.
The lottery, they had lottery tickets. I only put in for 3 baskets. All right, I had 32 tickets to distribute. I put 11 in 2 of them, and then the last 10 in 1, and I didn't win shit. And they even had you write your name on the back of your ticket when you got there, and handed out leftover gifts. And I think the guy was purposely pulling names. I think he was looking at the names and pulling people that he knew to give those gifts to. And I'm like, how about the people who aren't associated with this league that came to donate for the cause? We should win something. Mm-hmm. My friend's husband won. It's her daughter's softball team. Her husband won during bingo, and he let her pick the bag because obviously
he's not gonna have
it. And then he fucking won a raffle too. I'm like,
you're Gordon. Whoa.
Gordon, what the fuck? But it was for, I think a baseball team out in Lancaster. He's the venue is really cool. They're really great games.
Oh, the Barnstormers.
Yeah,
their venue's awesome.
Yeah. So
She's
he won.
Person.
He won six tickets for a game. I think it's in July, and he's like, "Oh, we can invite this person. I'm like, Jackie and Taylor. Just kidding. You don't really have to invite us, but Jackie and Taylor, we'd probably go if you invited us." So he felt really bad that we didn't win anything, and I'm like, you know what? It's for the team because they're going to be, I guess. I don't know. I played travel soccer. We did not have fundraisers when growing up, right? Your parents just had to fucking fork that shit over.
For everything.
Now.
I know.
Wait until you have kids in elementary school. Literally
every month.
It feels like every week. Or maybe it's because it was just the last week of February, the first week in March. But I had just finished doing the jump rope for Hart and bothering all these people because he wanted all these prizes and all this stuff. And then literally the next week, pennies for patients came home. And of course, he's like, Mommy, it's for sick people. And I'm like, I understand that, but I just hit up all of our family. Yeah. I can't go back again a week later.
I've got that. And she came home from her CCD class with a little like let's collect for people who can't eat. So in addition to pennies for patients, I have the left and right.
So like Phoenixville School District will do arts, like an arts and crafts thing. So like your kid will create something in art class, and then you can purchase that.
You have to fucking buy your own kids' art. Do you know how much shit I have at my house that I throw out?
You don't get that?
No.
Oh, they do that they do that at ours. Keychains, T-shirts.
I know Lionville Middle School, or not Lionville Middle School. Lionville Elementary did it at one point because I think my nephew had something, but my brother didn't tell anybody about it, so no one bought anything. Good. What my brother did was he bought coasters and then gifted them to my mom as a gift.
You know,
so she's got.
Here's the thing. I think this is all fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, if you guys want money and you need money for your stupid bullshit for the school, for doing things that aren't educating my child, then hit me up once a year, right? Like in the beginning of the year, be like, hey, listen, write me a check for $100. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, if that means you won't bother me for the rest of the year, you won't have my kid coming home and be like, oh, well, Johnny is like, they're like first and they got all these things and they did this and they're... It's a fucking scam.
Yeah.
It's a scam.
Agreed.
Well, so some of it, and I don't know, like there's a filing cabinet and there's like some magnets on it. So like I bought magnets and I'm like, who doesn't need magnets? I always need magnets.
What? I can make those at home though if my kids artwork.
Can you?
And that's I can actually. Yeah. I have the technology and the tools.
She's very artsy.
And the playthings and the things I shouldn't have spent money on to do those things. And that's what kills me the most.
I got an oven mitt. I have like oven mitts.
I think it's a
coasters,
scam.
And I got a mouse pad.
And not only that, so they ask you for money all the time for all these like different charity, which I think it's great to teach the kids to be charitable and to give back. But they also there's like what is it called? The where you have to go to a restaurant and 10%.
Oh, the dining, the night outs.
The night outs.
Yeah.
There's those. Yeah. And then they want your time and they want you to come in and they want you to paint the school and they want you to do all these other.
That's why you volunteer for nothing, Amy.
That's why I don't even have my. I know I don't. The trick is I don't even have my clearances. So technically, I'm not even allowed in the school. So I'm like, sorry, buddy.
Technicality.
I can't go.
Mommy can't help.
Mommy can't go. She doesn't have her clearances on purpose.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Once you
volunteer, you're in.
I'm done. Yeah. And then not only that, but then when my second comes in, then I've got both. And now I've got to do one. I have to do equal, right? Because it always has to be equal. No, I'm not doing that shit. No. I'm not that mom. I'm not. And I give zero fucks. I'm not that mom. And I don't even care that I'm not that mom.
Yeah.
No, I'll let Jamie do that mom.
There's other moms want to be that mom.
She's that mom, right? Yeah. She's like the Girl Scout leader. She's like the homeroom mom.
Don't be ashamed.
She should be ashamed.
She makes fun of me all the time.
I do. I give her such a hard time.
Just own it and be like, your words
she like
don't
makes cookies for her husband every week.
I did that today.
Who are you? Like, how are we friends?
I mean, I've thought about making cookies. I mean, he's asked me to make cookies for him.
That counts.
And then he doesn't clean up the mess. Like when you make dinner, I clean up.
True.
When I make you cookies, you gotta clean up.
Good point.
He's so annoyed. Well, that is about all the time we have for this week before he gets real nasty.
So, guys, don't forget, it's my birthday today. So
please
send me a
hit
message.
This lady up and wish her happy birthday.
Find me on Facebook, Amie Kinderman. That's me. I'd love to hear from you. And if you just want to drop me a happy birthday, send me a little cute little happy birthday meme. That's fine too. Whatever. You know? It's my birthday. It's a big day.
It's the day she was born.
Everybody
happy born
should be
day.
Celebrating today, guys. Yeah.
It's like everyone's birthday when it's Amy's birthday.
It is.
Happy birthday, Amie.
Happy birthday, Amie.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.